Hi, this is my introduction and educational leadership skills assessment for AEP 858, which I have to tell you I feel very lacking in those skills. My name's Sandy Klukas. You'll probably see Sandra on a lot of different places, but either one is fine. Sandra is my legal name. I go by Sandy. But if you look me up on Facebook or something, it's going to be Sandy with 2 E's. And I'm here because I do love teaching, and I want to learn all I can to help my students. So a little bit about me. I've been married to my husband for almost 31 years. We have a son who recently got married, so now I have a wonderful daughter-in-law too. And I wanted to share this picture with you because my son used to always hate it when I would wear a shirt that said K-State Mom. And then he went to KU after, and I got a KU Mom one, and he didn't like that. And so my husband got us these shirts with Fort Hays husband, Fort Hays son, Fort Hays daughter on them, which I love. But anyway, and then I had to show pictures of my grand dogs because they're just so cute and sweet and cuddly. I got my bachelor's degree in human development from Azusa Pacific University in 2006. And at that time, my plan was to finish my teaching credential in California and teach there. Well, my husband at the police department he worked for got hurt pretty badly and had to retire. And so we ended up moving to Kansas. His family is out here in Riley and Leonardville. And so we came out here. We were looking in Manhattan area, and then Dan ended up getting a job in Topeka. So we came to Silver Lake, and we love it here. I substitute taught in Southern California at some really big schools for a couple years before we moved here. And then I subbed in Silver Lake for a few years until I got my current position as a library media tech. And I say my current position, but August 3rd is my last day because August 4th I start student teaching in Silver Lake in 5th grade. My goal is to earn both my master's degree in teaching and my Kansas teaching credential so that I can end up with a classroom of my own. And I absolutely love the library. I love children's books. That's all I read. But with 732 students, because I work with pre-K all the way through 12th grade, our district librarian and I split our time between both buildings equally. It's just a lot of students. So the reason I want to become a classroom teacher, I want to have a positive impact on the lives of children, and I feel like I can do this better in an actual classroom where I have less students, but I can build better relationships. I always feel terrible when I call a student like a sibling's name, especially if you have 3 or 4 siblings and their names all start with the same letter. And I feel awful when I do that every once in a while. So I'm just looking forward to having my own classroom, deciding what I want to do, and building those relationships with my students. I am a lifelong learner. I feel like because of that, going into education is really a good fit because I feel like we grow every day in the classroom with our students. And I love the energy and the excitement of the elementary classroom. And I highly value education. And I love this quote from Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. So that's really why I'm going into teaching. So in this next section, I want to reflect a little bit about what our school uses for data and planning and how to use that and what I know about it. So our district is just at the very beginning stages of using MTSS data. And I talked to our instructional coach about this quite a bit last year in a couple of the classes that I was taking. We were learning a lot about MTSS. Because I'm not in a classroom, in the library, we don't use any of that data. I see the kids testing. I schedule the times that they can use the computer lab for testing. But I don't ever see any of the end data. I don't know how it's used other than what I've learned at Fort Hays. So that is something brand new to me I'm going to be learning about. In the library, I do use statistics such as I run reports with our top circulated and bottom circulated titles, and that's how we decide what books to order and which to weed and get rid of. I use reading levels sometimes. I've had, and that's really only if teachers share with us what reading level a certain student is at, and usually they only share a few of the students that they really want to focus on. One thing I love to do in the library is I love to have students check out books just that they are interested in. And then because I get to work with kids from, such a broad range of ages, a lot of times I can encourage older siblings to read to their younger siblings if I think maybe parents aren't reading to them. And that I've had a lot of success with that. So my personal knowledge of how to use data to inform daily instructional decisions, I would say none. I mean, I am really, really lacking in this. We don't ever get to see any testing results or data collected. I did get to go, because I'm going to be student teaching in 5th grade next year, I got to go where the 5th and 4th grade teachers met and talked about students and their data, their test scores and things like that. And that's the first time I've gotten access to that, and it was very interesting. So I'm looking forward to that. I did learn a lot in some of my Fort Hays classes about how to use that data, but I haven't done it myself. Like I say, sometimes teachers do share students' reading levels with us. If it's just a few students, that's really nice. If I have, 35 students, 35 second graders, and I have 25 minutes to get each of them to find a book that's their right reading level, ranging all the way from a kindergarten reading level to 5th, 4th grade reading level, and that they're interested in, that sometimes might just be overwhelming. So, it just depends. But it is amazing how different reading levels are, how varied they are. But anyway, my plan to learn more about data-driven instruction, a couple things that I'm planning my meeting with our instructional coach before starting student teaching. And so this is definitely on my list of things to talk to her about. And it's also on my list of things to talk to my sponsor teacher about, how we're going to use that, how to plan curriculum. These are things I don't know anything about. So I'm here to learn. And I really look forward to working with you guys. Take care.